Hello everyone, welcome back to another 100% on the channel. Today we're doing Quake 2. This game took me about 6 hours to complete and it has 13 total achievements. Quake is an older game. I don't know when it came out. I'm sure it was around the early 2000s, maybe the 90s. Uh, but all this is just completing all the levels and all the bonus levels at the end of the game. For all the achievements, no collectibles, no kills, no anything. I also want to say this is supposed to be Quake 1, but I don't know if any of you know a fix or anything like that, but it won't let me open the game at all. Like I'll click on it, it'll start, and then it'll just crash right away.
Quake on Xbox Game Pass.
So if you know a fix, please let me know below. Anyways, jumping right in, the game is just basically sprinting through levels and killing people. There's nothing else to it really. You can switch guns. It has a gun wheel similar to like GTA or Watch Dogs if you played any of those games. But other than that, not much to it. You just hop into the levels. Jumping right in, this is the first mission, and all of the achievements in this game, like I said, are tied to mission completions. And once you get to these screens, this is when all the achievements will pop. So we get our first achievement here for completing the first mission. They're not titled that way, but just so you know, this is how they all pop. So we just keep sprinting through the missions. These guys are kind of like the Doom enemies, but more cyborg. So we just keep sprinting through, we kill a few of these guys, and like I said, this is the end of mission 2. So once we kill a few of these guys and I figure out where the exit is, we end up getting our second achievement, and like I said, it comes from the scoreboard screen. So we get to the exit, we jump in this conveyor belt thing, and after we get to the end of it, screen pops up and we get our achievement. The next mission, you're trying to find a security grid and destroy it. So you can see here, that's what I'm trying to do.
This is an aspen. You can tell that it's an aspen tree because of the way it is.
After this, you just destroy a security grid, you keep running, and then once you get to the exit here, you'll get another achievement. We love easy games on this channel. Anyways, not much to the base game. As you can see here, we get to the exit elevator, and once we get all the way up the elevator, the next achievement will pop. I also just want to let you guys know that all these missions take about 20 to 30 minutes to complete. They're not short by any means, unless you know exactly where you're going, or you played the game before, obviously. But as you can see here, we're just running through the mission again. We find the exit, and once the exit door closes, we get our next achievement. So like I said before, there are TACCOM controls, and I didn't know how to use them at first, but in this mission is when I finally figured it out. So I used that and followed the green arrows all the way to the end and got my achievement.
Geez, you know, that information might have been a little more useful to me yesterday.
After this next mission is us destroying the defense system of the enemies in this game. I think they're called the Grog. And after doing this, you have to find an escape pod, and once you do and hit the button, your achievement pops for you. Not a very long mission for this one. So after this, we just keep flying through these main missions and trying to get to the first boss fight of 5 total in this game. So as you can see here, we just complete this mission, get our achievement, and I believe this is the first boss fight coming up. Guess what? We reached the first boss fight of the game. So this boss fight is 2 stages, and I highly recommend using the rocket launcher if you have ammo for it. You'll find ammo throughout these levels. It's not sparing by any means. This guy hits pretty hard, even on the easier difficulties. I think I was just playing on normal here. But you want to try to get as much health, save the power-ups if you have them, and just spam the rocket launcher at him until he gets to his second stage.
Rocket launcher.
His second stage is not tanky at all, but this stage can melt you pretty fast. As you can see, I was down to like 20 health right there. So, and this is supposed to be the normal difficulty mode. But I get him to the second stage, just keep spamming rockets at him. If you do this long enough, you'll eventually just end up killing him. If it takes a couple tries, I think I died one time before this because I wasn't sure what was going on, and he just started spraying me before I even started shooting back. But it's not very hard. You just keep doing it, and after this, you will get another ending cutscene, and the achievement can pop before or after. So don't be worried if you don't get it right away. But as you can see here, we're destroying his second phase. We kill the boss, and now we have to escape.
Time to abandon ship.
So after we get to the escape pod at the end of this mission, which is where I was before this boss fight started, by the way, you will get your achievements. Like I said before, this is the end of the base game, so the rest of the gameplay you see is going to be all the boss fights. There is levels tied to them before that. You don't technically need to play those levels. You can just do the boss fight levels, which is the final level of each of the bonus sets. So after this cutscene, you'll be thrown back into the title screen, and after this, all you have to do is go into the bonus levels and collect the last mission if you want to do that. If you want to play it throughout the whole game, by all means you should. It'll take you about 10 hours to complete all of it though. Like I said, this took me 6 because I didn't do all of them. I started them, but I didn't finish them.
You have no skills and you're a loser!
Like I said before, from here on out it's going to be all best boss fights. So this is against the Masters of the Machine. There's actually 2 of these guys, but they are not very tanky at all. And after defeating them, this place will blow up. You do have to wait for this place to blow up completely before you get your achievement. Like before, it'll show you the mission end screen. It'll give you some congratulations too, I think, for 2 of these. So this is the first one with congratulations, then it'll show you the screen. These don't take too long. You should just get as many attempts in as you can if you can't beat them. And once you do that, you'll get all your achievements for beating the boss fights, and here's the first one. So this next boss fight is against this ram looking thing. He actually chases you across the room. During this run, I don't know why he wasn't running around like he was in my previous attempts.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
But he can melt you pretty fast if you get too close to him. Your rocket launcher is going to be your best friend throughout all these playthroughs. And as you can see, we get him to stage 2. This is similar to the first boss fight at the end of the main game. So you just have to kill these guys. I end up blowing them up pretty fast here. I actually was using the disc launcher, I think, or maybe something like that. But this one requires you to get to an escape pod. There's a couple of these. They're not hard. Once you get to the screen like before, you get your achievement. The next boss fight is against this spider-looking boss who actually shoots mini spiders at you. This one is pretty tough because his hitbox is kind of weird and you have to deal with the mini spiders chasing you around the arena. But if you keep spamming grenades and rockets, like I said, it'll do area of effect damage, and you should be able to clear this within about 5 minutes or so. This guy's pretty tanky and he moves around a lot, so he's kind of hard to hit. But like I said, take care of the little spiders because they do hurt as well. I was kind of surprised how much damage they did. But as you can see here, I switched to my rocket launcher, start spamming. This guy does not have a second stage, so once you kill him, all you have to do is escape, and you'll end up getting your achievement. So, like I said here, this one's actually you have to do a bomb. So you have to go to the bomb room, and you have to activate the switches.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
After you destroy the boss, there's no enemies in any of these levels, so it's not difficult by any means. You just figure out where you're going. I do recommend using the TACCOM abilities just so you don't fall into like this grinder down here or anything like that. But yeah, the boss fights in this game aren't overly difficult. I'm sure they are on higher difficulties, but they're not super hard. Just make sure you spam rockets. I really recommend using rockets. The only hard one is going to be the final boss in the final levels, because it's technically 4 bosses, which is kind of tough because you end up running out of ammo. Like I said here, you just deactivate the force field and activate the bombs. And once you do this, you go up, activate the bomb, and this mission will end up being over once you get back to where you just came from in the transport pod. So this one's a little bit annoying at the end because you just killed a boss and you're like, oh, this is gonna be over. Not over. I do quite enjoy these games. Just to go off on a little tangent, these games are pretty fun. I want to play the first one, but I need to figure out how to play it. Like I said before, if you guys know a fix to that, please let me know. We get our achievement right here, and we're moving on to one of the final achievements in the game.
We did this. Doesn't matter what anybody says. They can say it's disrespectful. They can say it's this and that.
So this is the final set of bosses in the game. So as you can see here, there's 2 ground bosses in this portion. I'm shooting rockets because this was my first attempt. I cut out my second attempt because I ended up dying. As you can see, I'm 15 health here. But I restart and I kill both of these guys. But I didn't know after this, after you kill both guys, there's 2 flying bosses that come in. So as you can see here, you can see them break out of the walls, and there's now 2 flying bosses. I end up running out of rocket ammo, I believe. But if you do this, these guys are not as tanky as the ground walkers, so you just have to keep spamming them until they die. I do recommend power weapons still, heavy machine guns, rockets, the energy weapons. They all do pretty well against these guys. They're not hard by any means, but they are a little bit more annoying because you do have to be a little more precise with the aiming, and the controls in this game aren't the best since it's older. But as you can see here, I'm just trying to melt the bosses. I'm strafing a little bit so they can't hit you as well. After you do that, you get to this elevator at the end, and once you go up, that's the end of the game. That's the final achievement of the day. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I do want to play Quake 1, so if you know a fix, let me know, and I'll see you all again next week.